Hey, Energy Party people, it's that time again. Yes, I'm back in my recording studio and finishing up the recording of my audiobook, which is very exciting and finally fun. So, yay. So, as I'm playing the beautiful theme song, care of, sorry, I'm a little behind this morning in setting up. Yeah. So, let's go ahead and pretend like oh, never mind. Wow, off to a super slick start, like always. Okay, let's listen to my beautiful theme song. Here we go.
You are magic, magic. We are magic. Magic Mondays with Coley.
Okay, so Koop, can you hear me? You can? Okay, good. Whew. Okay. So Yvonne is here. She says, Good morning. Good morning, Yvonne. Okay, well, Yvonne, well, I think we all know what that means. Here's your theme song.
Yvonne is in the house. Check her out.
Yeah, check her out. Yeah. So, and just so you know, I heard I had it on good authority that Coop was going to be late today, but he is already checking in. So here we go. Hello, Coop. I think I showed that, didn't I? I am like all over the place right now, and I'm not quite sure why. Yeah. So let's go ahead and out of sequence. Let's go ahead and smudge the space. Easy for me to say. Okay, why is this not? Oh, there we go. Wow. I just wanted you to see proof of me smudging the space, this enclosed box that I'm in right now. And okay, it's not really doing much. Okay, well, thanks anyway, Smudge. Whoo! You know, one of the things that Dave says that I always fall back on, it's hard to be cool sometimes. Okay, so let's go ahead and bring up this week's sponsor, and this is a repeat sponsor. So let's welcome back today's sponsor, Freudian Slipcovers, now ribbed corduroy for her pleasure on the couch. That's right, Freudian slipcovers. I can't even say it. Yeah. So let's see. And just a reminder, if you're watching live, uh, if you check in, I'll play your theme song or create one for you. Yeah. So yay, Art and Erica. Hey y'all, happy Mabon. Mabon. Okay. Fall, autumn. Well, I think we all just learned a new word, unless Erica and or Art made it up. Okay. Which I doubt. All right, so let's get to here you go.
Art and Erica, Erica and Art. Thank you for joining us, doing your part. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So let's see what's happening today. I guess is it officially fall today? Yeah, I always get a little bit annoyed, which I probably expressed after, what was it, Labor Day? I forget. Memorial Day, Labor Day. I'm 58 years old and I still don't know the difference. I have to really think about it. Like, oh, we must have just gotten past Labor Day because it's the later one where it's like you're not supposed to wear white after Labor Day. That sounds like some fucked up rich person came up with that one. Not to say all rich people are fucked up. Why am I even still talking? What is wrong with me today? I might just need to check myself. Yeah, I'm feeling, I guess this is a bad word in some places, but to me it's not. I'm feeling a little spazzy. Okay. Yeah. So, okay, I guess I really don't have a lot to say other than I am about 2/3 of the way done with the recording of my audiobook, which is very cool. It's finally fun, which is great. Right now I'm wow. Right now. Okay, you know what? Fuck this. I'm gonna go ahead and check myself because I wasn't feeling like this a few minutes ago, and now I'm feeling all discombobulated. That's a technical term if you don't understand it. It means a little fucked up. Yeah, so I'm gonna just check myself real quick. So my name is Colleen. Yes. My name is Bob. Yes. Okay. So that's an indicator that something is what is that word? Catawampus? Is that I think I've heard that before. Anyway, my name so I'm gonna ask again. My name is Colleen. No. I'm testing as someone else. Okay, I get that I'm testing as someone else. So weird way to start the show, but whatever. Um, all right. I'm testing as someone from the light. Yes, I'm testing as someone from the dark. No. Okay. This someone from the light. So let's do that again. I'm testing as someone from the light, from the light, from the light. Yes, from the dark, from the dark, from the dark. No. Okay. This is a human on the planet. No, this is somebody in non-physical. Ooh, look at my giant hand. Okay. So somebody in non-physical. So this is one of these guys. Ooh, okay. I'm pointing to the sky, and that's my indicator of somebody not from this planet. So, this is a male. No. This is a female. Yes. Are you somebody that I'm familiar with? Yeah. Okay. Is this Daria? No. Is this Star? Oh, Star. Lawns lady. Star. Anyway, yeah, I have this really beautiful. Okay, I've probably said this before, but it was gosh, probably must have been over a decade ago. I was working with Star one day, and she got my attention and she told me that she wanted to give me a testimonial because I'd done some work for her and Lon and their kid. Anyway, we don't need to go there. And I'm like, "Oh, how am I gonna do that?" And so I had a friend at the time who was a channeler, and I sent her a message saying, "Hey, could you possibly channel a message from Star for me?" Yeah, and she's like, "Oh, sure. I'm at an ET convention or whatever. I just ordered some room service, but when I'm done, I'll, I'll go ahead and channel that for you." And then just a few minutes later, I got a message, and basically, and it's not like I ever used it on my website because that might be a little bit too much for some people. That Star, who's not from this planet, gave me a testimonial channeled by another human on the planet, but it was something to the effect of, like, working with Colleen made me realize how boring my life was before. So, yeah, so that was really nice. Okay, well, so, without further ado, let's see what Star has to say. So, Star, you have a message? Yes. You have some work you wanna do? Oof, falling backwards in my sauna, that's not good. So you have a message? Okay. This is a message for me specifically? No, this is a message for the group watching now or in the future? Yes. Okay. Would you like to give me that message? Okay. Well, give me a few moments and I'll see what I get. Okay, let's see if that's it. So, Star, are you saying that this is advice to uh, create our own find our own inner happiness rather than trying to find it from the outside world? Yeah. Um, yeah, it's all an inside job. So if something's really getting your attention that's outside of in the world, there are clues for you if it's really, really getting to you. That's some energy to clean up in yourself. When you start seeing the world that way and start peeling it apart, ooh, really takes yeah, it really takes a load off. And that doesn't mean you don't care about what's happening in the world, but it puts you in an energetic place of being able to possibly do something about it, or at least not keep adding to the collective ugh, of everything. Anyway, well, thank you, Star. Star, do you have anything else? Nope. Okay, thank you. My name is Colleen. Yep. Okay. Well, I think I'm feeling better. Let's find out. Yeah. So, as I mentioned, I'm recording my audiobook. I'm about 2/3 of the way done. Um, And I listened to some of it last night. So Dave's doing all the editing. So I'm on like there's 61 segments to record, and I think I'm on like maybe 44 of 61, and Dave of the on the editing side, he's on like 17, I think, of 61. So the editing takes quite a while. But I listened to some of it just to make sure I'm on the right track, and listening to it with headphones on, especially the edited version, wow, it's so intimate. It's, yeah, and what's interesting also to me is just like with my physical book, or even when it wasn't a physical book yet, I'd start reading chapters and I fall into it. Even though it's my own story, I know which sounds super weird and maybe a little too into myself, and I really don't think it's that. It's like, wow, this is, like, really cool. Anyway, it's 11:11, so let's look at something pretty and make a wish. How about me on the poll? Make a wish. Okay. All right, poll lady. Yeah, those shorts with the holes in them, like, the holes have gotten to a point. The other day, I realized, like, "Oh, I better not go out in public in these because it's getting close to, peekaboo time." Yeah, and I was gonna say nobody wants that, but there's probably some perv that would want it. Yeah, and Shannon says, "Hi, everyone." Shannon with the, like I was gonna just say, with the very exciting, outdoor social life, where she lives, and she just got off the boat. Yeah, awesome. So good for you. That's so cool. Okay. So, Shannon, let's find your fantabulous theme song. There you go.
Shannon, Shannon, Shannon is here. Hey, Dr. Shannon.
Hey! Hey, Dr. Shannon. Oh, this just in. I'm glad she's off the boat. A hurricane is coming this weekend. Secure your boats. Okay, that's my little PSA for anywhere the hurricane is coming to. Okay, yeah. So yeah, my whole world right now basically is Dave, energy work, and recording my book. Yeah, and I've started making some shorts on YouTube, and it's so interesting. Sometimes, like, one will, like, immediately get, like, 500 hits, and then the other one is, like, 18 over 3 days. It's like, all the messages are good, so I don't know how that works. But it's kind of fun to play with, and I'm just as always, I'm in the discovery phase of figuring out how to get my book out there. Um, yeah. Oh, and Shannon says, "I always sing along. I love it." Yeah, I used to sing along until yeah. Anyway, yeah, so oh, but I got well, she hasn't put it on Amazon yet because I'm not sure what the deal was, but I got, like, one of the best reviews, of my book, and it was something like, "I just read your magical, fabulous book, and if I could eat it, I would. It's so good." And that just makes me so happy. Um, yeah. Yeah, what if there okay, I'm not even gonna go down that route. Um, okay, it was a route of silliness, um, that is just too silly for me right now. So, how about we bring Koop on and yeah, I can't really think of what else to say. Um, yeah, oh, well, Dave and I are doing, like, 4 days of hardcore virtual, so we don't have to go anywhere, which is nice, but virtual, hardcore training, with Mary Morrissey this weekend and, or Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and, yeah, looking forward to that. Um, and Shannon says her review has been pending for a long time. Um, you might wanna resubmit it. That's what some people have done. But thank you for even writing a review, Shannon. And yeah, I hope you can get it up. Wink. Oh, and speaking of getting it up, did I I've probably mentioned or bragged that my Library of Congress number, which I know is super fancy in itself, but my Library of Congress number ends in 69. That's right. Okay. I really am a 13-year-old boy at heart, which is funny because when I think of 13-year-old boys, I think of who is a population that I have no place for in my life or no need for? 13-year-old boys. Yet I identify as one sort of. Okay, so that being said, let's bring Coop on as I keep saying I'm going to do. And let's start with bringing up. I can do this. Well, first of all,
Drink.
because you should be hammered by now since I've mentioned my audiobook so many times. But anyway, without further ado, here's Coop.
Ooh, ooh, we're catching up with Koop. We're catching up with Koop. Yeah.
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 Hey, Coop.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
How come I can barely hear you? I can hear you, just a tiny. It's like you're whispering, and I know you're not whispering.
I don't know. Let me see what I can do.
Oh, that's better.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh, yeah. It says it's on. I don't. It'll take me a little bit of a while to. I'll just speak up. How about that? Is this okay?
Yeah, that'll be okay. Yeah, I was
Sure.
just looking for like if I could do anything on my end, and it's not giving me the opportunity, but it does give me the opportunity to ban you from this studio.
Wow.
So
Powerful.
watch out, buddy. Watch out.
Absolute power corrupts absolutely. So be careful.
Right? Look at me, like all full of myself because I could ban you. Yeah, so what's going on?
Still applying for jobs. That's been energizing and encouraging. And
Are
yeah,
you does that include like state and county jobs?
yeah,
Wow, good for you.
and a bunch of LinkedIn. And when we're done here, I'm taking an assessment for a remote customer service job on Amazon. So that'd be kind of cool. Yeah. So in the meantime, I've been selling all kinds of stuff on Facebook Marketplace. In fact, someone that was supposed to come by at 12:15 says she's on her way now to get this like dog car seat thing that I have. So if
you need to leave,
yeah, but yeah, no, it's been a nice bridge to keep me, going while I do my job search. So
great.
yeah, I really got no real worries right now. So
it sounds like you've got some good momentum going. So good on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good feeling. I've got some momentum going too. It's a relief.
Yeah, you're doing really, really good. I can't wait to.
Yeah, it's so intimate.
Yeah.
It sounds so intimate. It's so like, ooh.
Like
Okay.
someone's whispering in your ear.
Yeah, especially when I say, yeah, part of my dealings with Scientology helped me heal my relationship with my vagina. My vagina. Good Lord.
That's pretty intimate. Yeah.
I hope my landlord hears that. Anyway.
Scientologist or something?
What's that?
Are they into Scientology?
My landlord?
Yeah.
No, but he's just an older man that I'm just thinking of anybody who hears me talk about my vagina a few times in my book. What a treat.
Sure.
Yeah. So, anything else going on? Like, has your son gotten a hold of you, or is he just doing his college thing?
No, he's doing his college thing. I sent him he got a new laptop before he went off to college. So it's a gaming laptop, and they tend to get hot. So I got him basically a box of fans that you sit the laptop on. It's a laptop. It's a cooling pad. So I sent him a
wow
cooling pad and like a little it's a knockoff PlayStation game controller. You hook to your computer so you can play joystick games on your PC. So I sent him that, and I said, "Hey, did you get it?" Yeah. So that's really all I've heard from him in like 2 weeks. So
thank you, Dad, for thinking of me.
No, thank you or anything like that. Just I got it. So whose son is he? Because that's not. I always said please and thank you for sure. Always say thank you for everything, even if you're not really that appreciative. Just say thank you.
Yeah. I don't feel like I was trained to say thank you. I had to kind of learn it on the street like a dog.
Yeah,
And
it's something that I just naturally want to express. I want people to understand.
well, I do too now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I
So,
realized when I did ketamine a while back, when I did that, just to be clear, I did a series of 4 very structured, very measured, supervised, etc., ketamine treatments. And it really changed my life. It was really cool. And, I did have quite an interesting long chapter about ketamine until my editors like, might want to check with your lawyer first before you put that in your book. And then next thing you know, the whole Matthew Perry thing, who fucked it up for everybody. But anyway, I love you,
yeah,
Matthew Perry, but you didn't do
can't be any favors. Yeah,
yeah, and the people who get help from it. But he did bring it to the attention of you don't fuck around with it. But he
yeah,
was so messed up in so many ways. So it's like, how do you blame that one thing? Like, come on. Come
right.
on. Like, yeah.
If it wasn't
Anyway,
that, it was something else.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So rest in peace, Matthew Perry. I appreciate you. But ketamine is saying, what the fuck, bruh? What the fuck?
Yeah, I didn't. I mean, from what I was surprised to find out that it has like a party drug reputation. People take it and go to clubs and stuff. I had no idea. I thought it's a tranquilizer.
Yeah. And it's interesting when I have told people who have used it in a party situation, when I tell them the dosages of each of the 4 treatments, each subsequent treatment was a little bit higher of a dose. And it got up to, I think it was 100 well, I asked them it was supposed to be 110 blah, blah, blahs, whatever the amount was, injected. And I asked them, could we please make it 111 by any chance? Because that's my favorite number. And she's like, I did it. Anyway, but when I tell them like 111, they're like, well, that's cute. Like, I've done so much more in a party situation. And for me, I went to another place and there's no way in hell I would have been able to talk
Yeah,
or
right.
walk
Yeah,
around and communicate with people. It's like you go on a fucking trip. Yeah, it was fascinating.
yeah. That's
So
not something I would have thought. So
no. But what I do like, and I kind of wish I would have put this chapter in too, I did one on fentanyl, and it's really gotten a bad rap. I'm just totally kidding. Jesus Christ. Yeah, yesterday, I don't know what happened this weekend, but I found myself watching a few shows that I used to enjoy watching somehow, that I haven't wanted to for a long time. I watched a good murder documentary. It used to be all about a good murder show, and I lost taste for that. But I watched a good murder show or documentary, and what was the other thing I watched? Oh, I watched an episode of Intervention, and it was an emphasis on fentanyl and the fentanyl crisis and how especially bad it is, this guy said, in Southern California. Yeah, and all the people dying from it. And so I am kidding about fentanyl. Yeah. And I don't know what the take home is, but just what I'm playing with is oftentimes when I watch these shows, I'm just like, oh, it's hard to get through like somebody's pain. And I found it like I feel for the people, but something is different in me. Like I can take it more, and I don't know what that means, and I don't know why I'm sharing it with you. But then I realized I don't want to keep watching these shows. What am I doing? Yeah. Welcome to my world. But I have always found, since a young age, I've found not pleasure in it, but I've found people's pain really interesting. Like considering, I literally considered being a police officer. What? And a prison guard.
wow.
And it's just like, man, talk about dealing with people's pain up close and personal, like by choice for a living. No, thank you.
Yeah, I've never heard you mention that before. That's interesting to me.
Yikes. Yeah, I went on a few police ride-alongs back in the day. Um, yeah. Um, and I think one of those cops ended up getting fired. But man, he was a lot of fun to party with. So that's how I knew him. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, being on a police ride-along was really interesting. And then, of course, I've mentioned boring, but when I was going to Palomar College after San Diego State before Davis, um, when I became a sociology major, I took a class called something, and basically you had to, that was a good title. Try to take that class now, I dare you. And it included you had to do an internship somewhere, and I worked for the Escondido Youth Encounter. Basically, uh, as one night a month, I was on the hotline at the battered women's shelter, either at the shelter or at home. Oof. And then uh, Oh, it was 2 nights a month, and so, basically, what would happen is that the police could call whoever was on duty, so if it was me, the police could call anytime between it was, like, 6 at night till 6 in the morning or something like that, um, and if somebody was having if a cop was having trouble or wanted a little God, I don't know, what would so, basically, like, a domestic dispute, which can be the most dangerous, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was called, like, at night by a cop who ended up later being in my statistics class or whatever it was. Um, and I thought he was hot just because he was a cop, and looking back, he wasn't. But anyway, yeah. Um, yeah, and so I met him. So I drove, the 20 miles to get to this place or so. At night by myself, I'm probably what, 19, 20. Um, and meet him at this house where a mother and her teenage daughter were fighting enough that somebody called the cops. And I meet him there and we sit down with these two, and he discerns that, like, okay, it's okay to leave me there alone with these two, and kind of whatever I did. And, I guess it took care of it, but, like, wow, I can't even fucking imagine doing that to a 19-year-old, like, or being a 19-year-old and just like, okay. And then, of course, I've said this before, but I'll say it again. One night I was just on the hotline. Well, I was on that same, yeah, the police could call me, and basically they somehow there was somebody, I guess, calling the police department saying they were going to kill themselves, and they like hooked me up, like they were at a payphone, and they hooked me up with my home phone, living with my parents and my family. Like middle of the fucking night, I had a horrible headache. I was really nauseous, and talking to this guy who's talking about killing himself, and basically somehow working with the police department, they're trying to find him as I kept him on the phone. And then they find him and call me and say, "Oh, he wants to see you." And then I get there and talk to this asshole, and whatever, he wasn't going to kill himself anymore, at least. And the cop afterwards maybe just cynically said, "Yeah, I think he just wanted to talk to a woman."
Maybe.
Fuck you. But, maybe that saved his life. I don't know. But these are, if this was a category on Jeopardy, the answer would be, what are things I will never fucking do again? Thanks, Alex. Yeah. So, how did we get here?
I don't know.
I don't know.
You're talking about Brock. That's all laughing.
Well, when I think
think
of Brock,
you-
I think about that evening when I was maybe about his age. And yeah, I don't know. Sorry, everyone.
No,
Or
it's-
you're welcome. Yeah. So what else is going on? Anything?
no, just trying to find a job. Basically, that's kind of my main
Okay.
focus.
Well, cool. Well, let's do some magic and then get out of here so I can keep recording. Yeah. So, my goal is to get it done before Thursday, at least my part. They say that editing takes, like, for every recorded hour of an audiobook, the editing or the whole thing takes like 4 or 5 hours for each hour.
Wow.
So Anywho, okay, so yeah, I'm tired of hearing my own voice right now. In preparation for hearing my voice somewhere. So let's go ahead and do a quick grounding, a quick energy healing session, and get moving with our Mondays. So pick a chakra, any chakra. I'm going to go for my heart. The color is green, and let's expand that beautiful green color out, 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 past our energy fields, past whatever structure we're in, basically out to the far reaches of the universe. And we're going to open up our crown chakras and allow in the cosmic energy to infiltrate. And we're going to send some of our energy down into beautiful Gaia, bringing up some of her beautiful energy to meet up with the cosmic energy, creating an interface between heaven and earth through us. So let's also put out a call for any dead people, for anybody watching live now or in the future, any dead people that just need an exit strategy, no questions asked. So putting out the call for any dead people, for anybody watching live or back in 1920. Yeah, or in the future. Wow, I'm really feeling weird. I'll probably beat myself up for this a little bit, but I'm not going to waste too much time on it. Yeah. Okay, so do we have any dead people that are ready to move on to the light from people watching now or in the future? Yes. Okay, Jesus, are you the one to be the escort? You are. Okay, so are you ready to take these gals and fellas home? Yep. Okay, give us a moment. Okay, so Jesus, have we successfully taken these dead people home to the light? Yep. Thanks, Jesus. Okay. So is there anything energetic to do for the group today? Watching live or in the future? Yes. This is on my master menu. Yes. This is in column A. Yes. This is a monkey. Yes. Okay. All right. So my name is Colleen. No. Okay. I'm testing as someone else. I am. I'm testing as a human on the planet. I am. This is a female. Yes. This is a male. No. Is this Dr. Shannon? Okay, Dr. Shannon. All right, Shannon. This one's for you. But that's not to say that anything that comes up isn't for other people too. So just always be open. Yeah. So So my name is Shannon. Yep. And just making sure I'm doing rock star security, Shannon. Don't take offense. Shannon, you come from the light, come from the light, come from the light. Yes, come from the dark, come from the dark, come from the dark. No. Okay. So Shannon, is there something I can do for you? Yes. Do I need to check you for usual suspect nooks and crannies of your energy field? Yes. Okay, Shannon, your soul is the only soul that inhabits your body. Nope. Okay, you have one or more dead people with you. You do. You have exactly one dead person. You have exactly two. Okay, exactly two. Both of these dead people are ready to move on to the light. They are. Okay. Did they catch the bus a second ago? Apparently not. Okay. Interesting. There's probably more to check for you, Shannon, than this, but let's find out. So, okay. So these two dead people are these anybody that Shannon has ever known in this lifetime? No. Are you both ready to move on to the light? Yeah. Are you sure? Is there something you'd like first? Yeah. Yeah, this is kind of a weird presentation. So let's see. So this is something on my master menu. Yes, this is in column A. Yes, in an odd numbered row. No. Okay, in row 2. Oh, 4. Yeah. Oh, you fucking kidding me. Okay. Yay. So this resonates as a deep, dark part. So is this a deep, dark part for both of these dead people? Really? Okay. Go where I'm led. Is there something we can do to bring light to this deep, dark part so you're ready to move on to the light? Yes. This is on my master menu. Yes. This is in column A. No. In column B. Yes. In an odd numbered row. Yes. In row 1. No. 3. Yeah. Okay. That takes us to the ever popular shared chakras or entangled energy. So is this entanglement with Dr. Shannon? No. This entanglement is between the two dead people? Yes. This is a shared first chakra. Second. Okay. It's safe and appropriate from the light to go ahead and disentangle their second chakra energies. Yes. Are we ready? We are. Okay, give me a moment. Okay. Have we successfully disentangled this shared chakra, second chakra energy for these two dead people? Yes. Okay. Are they now ready to move on to the light? Yes. Would Jesus be the best escort? No. Oh, I see. We have a couple troublemakers here. Kidding. Okay. So Jesus is the best escort. Okay. Should it be one of these guys? No. How about one of these guys? Okay. So when I point forward, that's my signal for an ascended master. So this is a female ascended master. No. A male ascended master. Yes. Okay. This is Jesus. Nope. We've already established that. This is Buddha. No. Lao Tzu. Okay. He's pretty popular. Okay, Lao Tzu, you come from the light, come from the light, come from the light. Yes, come from the dark, come from the dark, come from the dark. No. Are you ready to take these two dead people from Shannon and send them to the light? Yes. Are we ready? We are. Whew, let's give him a moment. Okay. So Lao Tzu, have you successfully taken these two dead people off of Shannon's hands? Yes. Okay. Into the light? Yes. Thanks, Lao Tzu. Are we complete with you? Yes. Okay. So is there something else to do for Dr. Shannon? No. Okay. So we're complete with Shannon? Yes. Okay. And Shannon says, thank you. Technical difficulties, folks. Okay. So my name is Colleen. Yes. Okay. There's something energetic to do for the group. Yes. This is on my master menu. Yes. This is in column A. No. This is in column B. Yes. In an odd numbered row. Yeah. In row 1. Yes. In row 3. No. Okay. And I just realized that a deep dark part had shown up for those two, but apparently that took care of it, the disentangling. So if you're thinking I missed a step, how dare you? Okay, so we are looking at my dimensions chart. Okay, which is not easy since I have no room in here. Okay, one moment. All right, so the dimension for the group is in column A. Yes. In an odd numbered row. Yes. In row 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Financial dimensions. Okay. Our souls are the only souls that inhabit our financial dimensions. Yes. Okay. There's some cleanup on aisle financial dimension for those of us who need it. Yep. This is on my master menu. Yes. Okay. This is in column A. Yes. In an odd numbered row. No. In row 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 10. Okay. The other ever popular, either an atrophied emotion or a frozen negative emotion. So this is a frozen negative emotion. No, this is an atrophied positive emotion. Okay. Atrophied positive emotion. This is in column A, column B, column C. Yes. Okay. In an odd numbered row. No. In row 2. Okay. Joy. Oh, you never forget your first atrophied emotion. That was mine. And just the moral of that story is that was years ago. And to this day, the side effect or the effect of bringing back my joy or ability to sit with my joy, well, among other things, I can accept compliments. So weird. After 50 years of not being able to, over 50 years of not being able to accept compliments. Anyway, so this atrophied energy of joy for whoever needs it, watching live or in the future, it's ready to be de-atrophied, as I like to say. Yes, we're going to use a bypass circuitry. We are. So bypass circuitries are handled by Mother Earth Gaia, and they are pattern disruptors. So the bypass circuitry we're going to use is in column A, nope, column B, column C, column D, yes. In an odd numbered row, yes. In row 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Okay. Wow. Okay. Can't make this shit up. So the name of the bypass circuitry, and just so you know, I don't look at my charts when I'm getting my answers. I try to take myself out of it as much as possible. Yeah, but this bypass circuitry we're using for our financial dimension is called experiencing financial enjoyment. So, Gaia, are you ready to facilitate the revelation of this bypass circuitry, thereby disrupting the pattern of this atrophied energy of joy for us, for those of us who need it, watching live or in the future? Yes. Safe and appropriate from the light. We're ready. Okay, let's give Gaia a moment. I have to say, in my head, I was creating a little theme song, like we're shifting our paradigms. And as I didn't say it was a good one, and I realized, like, oh, paradigm, and you could spell that differently. Spelling it, instead of D-I-G-M, it could be D-I-M-E, because we're talking about finances. Okay, so that being said, Gaia, have you successfully facilitated the revelation of this bypass circuitry, thereby disrupting the pattern of this atrophied energy of joy for those of us who need it? Yes, thanks, Gaia. You're awesome as always. So let's go back to looking at our financial dimension. So is there more cleanup on aisle financial dimension for those of us who need it? Yep, okay. This is on my master menu. This is in column A in an odd numbered row, in row 1, in row 3, in the row monkey. Okay, so that's all yeses. So my name is Colleen. Nope. I'm testing as someone else. No. Somewhere else. Sometime. A dimension. A dimension. Okay. So I'm testing as first dimension, second, third, fourth, fifth. Okay. I'm only testing as fifth dimension. Yes. Okay. Is there something we need to, or we can address for the group for our financial dimensions through the fifth dimension? Good Lord. Okay. Yes. All right. This is on my master menu. This is in column A in an odd numbered row. No, in row 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay. Same category. Frozen emotion or atrophied negative emotions. This is a frozen negative emotion. Yes. This is in column A. Yes. In an odd numbered row. No. In row 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay. Energy of not valued. Okay. So this frozen energy of not valued is ready to be disrupted for whoever needs it. Yep. Okay. So we're going to use another bypass circuitry to disrupt this pattern. We are. Okay. This is in column A, column B. Yes. In an odd numbered row. Yes. In row 1, 3, 3. Okay. Conflict transition. Okay, so Gaia, are you ready to facilitate the revelation of this bypass circuitry, thereby disrupting the pattern of this this frozen energy of not valued for those of us who need it? Yes. This is safe and appropriate from the light. Are we ready? Yes. Okay, let's give her a moment. Okay, so Gaia, have you successfully facilitated the revelation of this bypass circuitry, thereby disrupting the pattern of this frozen energy of not valued? Yes. Okay, so is there anything else for us to clean up regarding our financial dimension? No. Okay. Whew, it's getting hot in here. Out the heat on. Okay, so is there anything else to do for the group today? No. Are we complete? We are. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that.
Cool.
Yeah. Ooh, and I just missed a spam call or a potential spam call. So I'll have to call them back in a
spam.
Potentials Pam. Yeah. So, okay. Well,
thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for being here. And if you haven't checked out my book yet, first of all, how dare you? Second of all, if you have and you enjoyed it, please consider leaving a 5-star review and a nice review if you can, if you're up for it. I know some people, I think Koop, you even said this. It's like, yeah, people get I think they read the reviews that are up there, and it's like a little intimidating because it's like all these beautiful like love letters.
There
And
really are. There's some really good ones up there. It's like, yeah. So wow, I totally. I mean, I can understand what they're saying, and I say I want to express that. That's within me. Is like, well, how could I do that? You know, as good as they can. So
yeah,
like you said, it doesn't really matter. You know, do your best, and it's better to post it
yeah.
than for it to be perfect.
And you could be a sensitive person, happen to look at the reviews and be like, oh yeah, this sounds super woo woo. But then there could be the person's like, no, I get it. Like, I'm not like this really, but, or
Yeah,
I
that's kind
don't,
of where I'm coming from. So yeah, mine when I've been drafting, it kind of spent my whole young adult life trained to be a scientist, you know, and very rational, and so I don't tend to understand what's going on here, but there's something going on. That's all I can really commit to. So yeah, it's definitely worth keeping an open mind and checking out. That's my kind of.
well, thank you. And, when you think about it, it's like, well, when I think about it, I think, wow, there are people who think they have the paradigm of this is it, and there's nothing else behind the scenes. And when you die, you're just gone. And why do people choose to believe those things? Like, really, life is a choice. It's just full of choices. And anyway, but back to the reviews. Seriously, take a note from this lovely reader with I just read your fabulous magical book and I'd eat it if I could. It was so good.
I saw that in your newsletter. Yeah, that's funny.
I love all the reviews, but that one really makes me happy. It's like, yeah, I get it. It's just, it's like encapsulated. It's like a supplement. You could eat it.
I want it inside me.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, as advertised, I'm going to stop talking now. And I hope you all have a fabulous week. If I can be of any assistance to you, energyhealingwithcolleen.com is a way you can always get a hold of me. And I think I mentioned last week that I sent a copy of my book to her name is Christina Amelong, and she owns the company where I buy my enema stuff and where I got the idea for, well, I shared in the book, but to do the 3 enema series, which has like been life-changing. And so we didn't really have a relationship before this. And so here's this book that comes in out of the blue. Oh, by the way, you're in my book. Yeah. And gratefully she got a kick out of it. Yeah. So yay me. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, make me stop talking. I love you. I appreciate you all, and have a fabulous week. And Koop, I love you. And let's everyone send good vibes to Koop for this job thing and finding the one that really fits you. Not just getting a job, but one that really fits you and that you can sink your teeth into and feel really good about.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah.
Everybody.
And Art and Erica say thank you. We hope that everyone has a wonderful day. Well, thanks, guys. And let's go ahead and go back to my theme song. If I could find it. There we go. Okay, before I say anything else. Bye, y'all. See you next week.
Thanks for being here.
You are magic, magic. We are magic. Magic Mondays with Koop.